morning student, this is Priti More and I welcome you all today's YouTube video. Now today we are just taking the revision and the paper style, that means the revision of the which I have taught the lessons and from the GE, that units revision I am going to take, and the paper style also I am explaining you how to solve the paper which is in your answer sheet. So I hope student everyone is having this paper style. This is not a paper, this is the paper style where the timetable is written and where or the paper style is written. So first what we are going to see, on 31st October your paper is there of on 31st September your paper is there of English GE. First in the 5th standard you have seen you have the separate paper of English and the separate paper of GE. So what was in the 5th standard? In the 5th standard 40 marks for GE paper and 40 marks for English paper, right? But now in the 6th standard combined 80 marks paper will be there, 40 marks for the English and 40 marks for the GE, same as it is, but this will be not the separate paper, it is the combined. Section A will be for the lessons English and section B will be for the grammar. So this will be the combined paper of total 80 marks. So let's see the paper style. So this is the paper style which I am having and I am just going to explain this. So first the question number 1 will be in section 1. Question number 1 will be for the glossary. Glossary is there when we read some lessons in your textbook. There is the lessons like first lesson is for the Patrick, second was the dog and his master. Like this lesson there are some difficult words, there are some new words and their meaning is written there only in that rectangle box. So that all the glossary you have to write in your notebook and learn all the glossary. So because the first questions will be word meaning, so this word meaning you have to write the meaning of that word. That means if the picture is there, so picture means the pot made of mud, pot made of mud. So picture is there, like kindly is there, kindly means friendly. So like this glossary is there in your textbook. What you have to do, you have to take out that all the glossaries and note down in your notebook and learn all the meaning of the words. So there will be the glossary, write the meaning of the given word for the 10 marks. So any 10 words will be there and you will have to write the meaning of that word. So it is your first duty, it is your first work to find out all the glossary which is written in that rectangle box and write down it in your notebook and learn that glossary. It will be the first question and it will be for the 10 mark. Little bit changes is there here, it is for the 5 marks in paper style, but we have kept very less syllabus in this pandemic. So I just increasing the weightage of the questions. So the glossary will be for the 10 marks and you have to learn that all. Now the second will be true or false. Second question will be true or false. For example, and don't try to write, many of the students just write F for false and T for true. So this will be not acceptable. So if first answer is true, so write here true. Second is false, so write here false. Don't write T and F. I will not accept this. I want this full spelling here. This is not that much big and very large spelling. This is very small and short spelling, so write it full. Sentence is sentence, you have to not repeat the sentence in your answer sheet. Answer sheet में sentence repeat नहीं करना है. Only you have to put the number of the question and write the answer. So here, if question number 1 sentence is written, 2 sentence is written, and we have to write true and false. So if sentence 1 is true, so put number 1 and write here 2. If sentence 2 is false, so write 2 number and write false. If 3 sentence is true, so write 3 in your answer sheet and write here true. Like this you have to write. Don't repeat this sentence in your answer sheet. आंसर शीट में क्वेश्चन रिपीट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. ओनली यू हैव टू पुट द प्रॉपर नंबर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन एंड राइट ट्रू एंड फॉल्स. राइट, आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हु सेड टू हूम. किसने किससे कहा. So in first lesson there is that Patrick's lesson, second lesson was dog and his master, and third lesson is also there, and Miss Beam's school. There was the conversation. In that lesson we can see the conversation. In the first lesson there is the conversation between Patrick and the little man. So that conversation and that dialogues you have to keep in your mind. Who is saying that particular dialogue to whom. In the second lesson also there are, you can see the conversation between the fox, dog, between the lion, dog, between the bear and dog. So you have to keep in your mind who is saying this particular dialogue to whom. If for example if in the first, where are you going? Where are you going, dog? Now this sentence is there. Now you have to write who said this sentence to who. So you have to put 1 and write here answer and write fox said to dog. Like this you have to write in your answer sheet. Don't repeat this sentence in your answer sheet. Answer sheet में ये sentence repeat करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. No need to repeat the sentence. Just put the proper number of the question and write answer like this. So for getting the dialogues you have to read the lessons very carefully. Yes. Now the question number 4th will be answer the questions. So all the questions and answer you have been already provided in this last Friday, in this last Saturday. So you just have to, you do not need to write that all the question answer in your notebook. You just have to learn all the questions and of that answers and write, and you will have to write that answers in the exam. First, all the materials you have, just refer all the lessons questions answer, and there will be the questions answers for the 10 marks. Any 5 you will have to write. So see that questions and answer and you will have to write. Now the question number 5th is there, match the pair. So there, instead of match the pair, I kept there the phrases. Phrases is also there in your textbook. For the poem there are some phrases, and for the lessons maybe there will be some phrases. So instead of match the pair, there will be the phrases which you have to write. You have to write the meaning of the particular phrase. Now complete the poem. Question number 6 will be complete the poem. So what you have to do here, you have to do any particular stanza, you have to complete from any rhyme. There are some rhymes. Where do all teachers go, kite, beauty, quarrel. These rhymes are there in your textbook, and you have to see, you have to refer all the rhymes, and any of the stanza will be there in your question paper. So first sentence will be there and the last sentence will be there, and you have to complete the missing lines from the stanza. So complete the poem means कोई भी एक stanza कोई भी poem से रहेगा. It may be from the where do all teachers go, from the choral, from the beauty, from the kite. कोई भी poem से कोई भी एक stanza रहेगा और आपको वो stanza complete करना है. The missing lines you have to write. So in the English paper, these types of questions will be there. Words meaning, glossary, true and false, who said to whom, answer the questions. Match the pair will be not there. Instead of match the pair, there will be what? There will be the write the meaning of the phrases and complete the poem. Like these questions will be there in your English paper. Now let's move further and let's take the revision of GE. I hope student you understood the paper style of English, what kinds of questions will be there and how you have to write the answer. Now let's move and see the GE revision. So I have to rub this first. First we see, let's do the revision of. There are 7 lessons I have kept in the exam. The first lesson is noun, second is pronoun, personal, possessive, demonstrative, interrogative, 3 pronoun, reflexive, relative, indefinite, 4 adjectives, 5 articles, 6 main, auxiliary and modal verb, 7 transitive, intransitive. So first we'll see the noun. What is noun? The noun is the word which is given to the place, to the things, to the animals and to the person. And there are 2 types of noun. One is proper noun and second is common noun. Countable noun, uncountable noun, abstract noun and concrete noun. Abstract noun means the word which we can not touch and we cannot hold, we cannot see, but we just feel it. Like honesty, honesty हमको दिखती नहीं है. Happiness, beauty, we cannot touch the beauty but we can feel it. It's our vision to see the beauty. So the abstract, anger, honesty, beauty, happy, delight, these all the words are the abstract noun. You have, I already explained this everything, and exercises also we have completed. Now the next one is the pronoun. Pronoun is, and unit 2, there is personal, possessive, demonstrative and interrogative pronoun. So what will come in the personal pronoun? In the personal pronoun there are first person I, me, my, we, us, second person you, your, third person he, she, it, they and them. These are the personal pronoun. The questions can be like this. Fill in the blanks with appropriate personal pronouns. So you should know these are the personal pronoun and you have to fill it properly in the given place. Now the possessive pronoun. Possessive means the authority and right on some particular things. That means this book is mine, this pen is yours, this bag is hers. So the words you can see in possessive pronoun: hers, theirs, yours and mine. Like these words you can see in the possessive pronoun. Now the relative pronoun is there. Possessive. Demonstrative. Demonstrative pronoun means the word which we use to point out the things. This chair, that table, this pen, those girls, these boys. So like these words you can find in the demonstrative pronoun. These, that, these and those. So like these words you can see in the demonstrative pronoun. If in the sentence there are written, identify the underlined pronoun and its kind. Underline the pronouns and write its kind. If hers or yours is there underlined in the sentence, so which kind of pronoun it is? It is possessive pronoun. If in the sentence there are that or those or this is underlined, so which kind of pronoun it is? It is demonstrative pronoun. If you, your, may, we, like these pronouns are underlined and the questions can be identify the underlined pronoun and write its kind, state its kind. So this is the personal pronoun. Now in the interrogative pronoun you can see all the WH questions. All the WH questions. Like what, which, whom, who. Like these WH words will be there in the interrogative pronoun. And if which is underlined, whom is underlined, who is underlined, so you have to write the types of pronoun. It is interrogative pronoun. If you want to write this in your notebook, so you can. I give you some time to note down this. Now next is unit number 3, pronoun. There is also 3 types of pronoun is there in unit number 3: reflexive, relative and indefinite. This also I have taught in the detail. Now I just rub this. Reflexive pronoun. In the reflexive pronoun we add suffix, self or slaves. So what is there in the reflexive pronoun? Reflexive pronoun, we add self or slave suffix. So he, for he we use himself. For she or for any girl we use herself. For we, ourselves. For they, themselves. For you, yourself. It, itself. So you should know this. For any boy's name or for any male gender, we use the reflexive pronoun himself. If any girl's name or any lady's name is there, she, we use herself. If we, ourself. For they, themselves. You, yourself. It, itself. Like this reflexive pronoun we have to use. These are the reflexive pronoun. Now the relative pronoun, we use relative pronoun to join two sentences, and for the human being we use, for human being we use who and whom. For non-living thing we use which and that. If and there are indefinite pronoun. In indefinite pronoun we can see some words like one, none, small, all, few, etc. words we can see, but these two, reflexive and relative, these pronouns are very important and these pronouns are going to be asked in your exam. So this reflexive pronoun you have to keep in your mind, and this one also. For newspaper, if the newspaper table, these things are there, so which relative pronoun we use? Which or that. If which is there and who is there, so for and the subject is the non-living thing, that means and in the option who and which. So what you have to do, you have to see what is the subject. Subject is non-living thing, and for non-living thing we use which and that, but that is not there, so which is the correct option. Table, which I like most. Like this you have to solve this exercise. Now the next unit is unit 4, adjectives. If you want to write this, please note down this in your notebook. Now the next one is adjective. Unit 4 is adjective. So what is adjective? Adjective is the word which give us more information about the noun or pronoun. If I am having this pen it has a black cap, it is in white color. So this black cap, this white color, so black, white, this color is describing this pen. So this black and white, this is the adjective. The word which describe the noun or pronoun is called adjectives. So there are 6 types of adjective: qualitative adjective, quantitative adjective, and adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, and possessive adjective. Now what in the qualitative adjective? Qualitative adjective describe the physical feature of some particular things like long, beautiful, amazing, wonderful, like this was. In the quantitative adjective, the words much, enough, many, few, like this word we can see. And in number, obviously of that heading only we can guess there are the number 1 to 100, and the position first to 10 or first and last, like this positions will be there. And demonstrative, these, that, these, those. Interrogative, obviously WH words. Possessive, hers, ours, yours, mine. So there is, you have little confusion. That means the demonstrative pronoun is also there, and demonstrative adjective is also there. Interrogative pronoun is also there, and interrogative adjective is also there. Possessive pronoun is there, and possessive adjective is also there. So in this case you have to read the instruction properly. Instruction अच्छे से read करना है. State the kind of the underlined adjectives. अगर adjective के kind आपको underline करना है, and if in the sentence there my, hers, yours, so these are the possessive adjective. In the heading only you have to understand. According to the heading you have to write the types of the adjective. अगर heading में instruction में बोला है कि आपको adjective के types लिखना है, so there are demonstrative also, interrogative also, and possessive also. If in the instruction there are written state the kind of the pronouns, and in the pronouns these, those, that, it is written, so this is demonstrative pronoun. So before doing that, read the instruction properly. So this one we have seen. Exercises also we have completed of this lesson. Now the next one is article is there. Article, there are 3 articles, a and the. So this chapter also I taught you in the detail. So this is a, we use a, the words begin with consonant, and we use when the words begin with vowel, and the we use when we are confirmed about the thing, that time we use the article. Whether it can be beginning from the vowel or consonant, it doesn't matter, but you should know that things, that time only we can use the article. Even the exercises also we have completed of the chapters. Consonants, a ball, vowel and engineer, the GE book, this word is beginning with G and this is B. These both are the consonant, but we are know about this book. This is not unfamiliar for us, right? You also know this and I also know this. That's why if we know the things, that time we use the article. Now unit 6 is main, auxiliary and modal verb. Main verb means the verb which have 3 forms. These are the main verb which is having 3 form. Main verb, auxiliary and the modal verb. So main verb, that means go, went, gone. Give, gave, given. It has the 3 form. जो verb के 3 form बनते हैं, it is called main verb. Now the auxiliary is am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did. Now in the modal verb, can, could, may, might, must, shall, will, should. Like this modal auxiliaries are there in your syllabus. So the verb which is having 3 form is called main verb, and the auxiliaries are the verb which help the main verb to complete the sentence, like am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did. These are the auxiliaries verb, और auxiliary verb हम main verb के पहले use करते हैं. For the continuous tenses also we use this. In the present continuous tenses we use am, is, are. Past continuous tense we use have, was, were. And the modal auxiliary is having its own meaning. So here and if in the sentence there is written I am a girl. Now this am is underlined here. You must study. Must. Now what we have to do, you have to write the underlined word. Identify the underlined verb is auxiliary verb or modal verb. So am is auxiliary verb, so write AV. Must is modal verb, so write MV. Like these questions can be also there in your exam. So you just note down this. Now the unit 7 is about verb, and verb is having 2 types, transitive verb, intransitive verb. Where the verb need object to complete its meaning, it's called transitive verb, and where the verb doesn't need object to complete its meaning, without object also it's completed, it's called intransitive. For example, here I write verb and verb is having two types. One is transitive and this is intransitive. So here need object, no need of object. For example, I cooked a meal. So here I is subject, cooked is verb, a meal is object. That means this is the transitive verb. Now here the baby is playing. This baby is the subject and is playing is the complement, and this play is the verb. This is the auxiliary verb and this is playing is the verb. Object is not there, but then also the sentence is completed, so it is called intransitive verb. So before identifying the transitive and intransitive, you have to see whether there is object or not. So these 7 units you are having in your exams. So what kind of questions will be there of grammar? Let's see. So the question number 8, with reflexive or emphasize pronoun. What? There will be the questions like this. Fill in the blanks with appropriate reflexive pronoun, which I took the revision right now. Arrange the jumbled word to make the sentence. That means the broken sentence will be there and you have to arrange that words and make the meaningful sentence. This will be also there in your exam. Now this one I didn't ask. Articles. About article you have to see where to use a and the. Fill in the blanks will be there in your exam, and according to the noun you have to use proper article. Now adjectives will be also there. You have to make the adjectives of the given noun. Underline the adverb and circle the word. This I didn't taught you, and this I didn't keep in the syllabus and in the exam also. Write the underlined verb are transitive or intransitive. Verbs will be underlined over there and you have to identify it whether the sentence and the verb is transitive or intransitive. Or identify main verb, auxiliary and modal auxiliary. This also verbs will be underlined. If am, is, are underlined, so that are the auxiliaries, and if, must, should, can, could, may, shall, will, this can be underlined, so these are the modal auxiliaries. Preposition is not there, so you just have to study about first to 7 chapters. Now I hope students you have understood, and I have just taken the revision also of the GE and lessons you already understood. Only the stories are there and some poems are there. Now I just end this video here only. All the best for your exam. Do study. Take care and thank you.